Move to Canada without a job offer. Do you want to move to Canada, but finding it difficult to get a job offer? What if I tell you about a Canadian immigration part where they can get to Canada without you having a job offer from a Canadian employer? Hello friends, welcome to another interesting video on my YouTube channel, McKay Migration, where I provide free useful information that can help you move abroad. In today's video, I will tell you how you can move to Canada even if you're unable to get a job offer, and that's something a lot of people have been asking me about. The major challenge most people who want to move to Canada are facing is the difficulty in getting a job from outside Canada. An example is this comment that was left on one of my recent videos about the frustration of not getting a job offer even after applying to many Canadian employers. This person said, "I have been applying for a month for this position, and I even have experience in this field, but I haven't received any positive response. No matter what the government says, they don't want to hire foreign workers." Well, my friend, I'm sorry about your experience, but the truth is, so many people are also applying. Some are getting the job, while others aren't. But this shouldn't discourage you, because the fact is, getting a job offer from outside Canada is not always easy. So this is why I made this video, so I can show you how to move to Canada without a job offer. So without wasting your time, I'm talking about Nova Scotia Labor Market Priority Stream. This is currently one of the easiest ways to immigrate to Canada as a foreign worker because the requirements are easy, and at the moment, this is the only stream that doesn't require a job offer. Aside not requiring any job offer, there are some other important factors that makes this Canadian immigration pathway different from the rest. 1. Low level of education. You don't need a degree or higher academic qualification to be eligible for this stream. People with higher school certificates or grade 12 credentials are also selected. 2. Little work experience is required. Unlike some Canadian immigration pathways, the Nova Scotia Labor Market Priority Stream is not only for people who have from 3 to 5 years job experience. People with just 1 year experience are also eligible. 3. No connection to province needed. You're not required to know someone in Nova Scotia. You also don't need to have any connection to the province of such as education. 4. No minimum CRS score required. This means as long as you are in the Federal Express entry pool and you select Nova Scotia as one of the provinces you're interested in moving to, then you are eligible for this stream. 5. You can immigrate with your family. However, don't forget that the expiration date of all international passports should be at least 2 years from the date of the application. Talking about how to apply, the thing is about this stream is that you cannot send your application directly to Nova Scotia. You must first have an existing Federal Express entry profile and make sure to select Nova Scotia as one of the Canadian provinces you're willing to immigrate to, and you receive a letter of interest if you are selected. For those who don't have an entry profile, here are the important things you need. 1. ECA evaluation, that is, Educational Credential Assessment. The first thing you should do is to have your academic credentials evaluated by an education evaluation service, accepted by IRCC. You must evaluate at least your high school certificate, 2. English or French language test results. Note that you need a minimum CLB 7 for the Nova Scotia Labor Market Priority Stream. 3. Expression of interest. While creating your profile, you have to express your interest to move to Nova Scotia. So you can do this by selecting all provinces or select only Nova Scotia if that's the only province you're interested in moving to. Lastly, you need to show proof of funds for yourself and family members. That is, if your family is moving to Canada with you, you will have to mention the specific amount in your Express entry profile while creating it. Proof of funds is basically the money you survive with until you get a job in Nova Scotia. All the details you will need to provide in your Express entry profile are details of your work experience, family details, and other information you can easily provide. After successfully creating a profile and getting your Express entry profile number, you will then be automatically added to Nova Scotia Labor Market Priority Streams database as a foreign worker who is interested in working in Nova Scotia. If they find that you meet the criteria for a particular labor market priority, you will receive a letter of interest from them and be expected to respond in 30 days and start your application process immediately. Note that your application will be rejected if you submitted later than 30 days after receiving the letter of interest. So let's take a look at the information on Nova Scotia's official website. It says here that Nova Scotia Labour Market Priority Stream selects candidates in the Federal Express Entry System who meet provincial labour market needs to apply for nomination. Only candidates who receive a letter of interest from the Nova Scotia Office of Immigration may apply. Eligibility for Nova Scotia Labour Market Priority Stream. Receive a letter of interest from the Nova Scotia Nominee Program with the Express Entry System. Submit your application within 30 calendar days of the date on which your letter of interest was issued. Meet the minimum work experience requirements of the Express Entry Stream for which you have qualified. Demonstrate sufficient funds to successfully establish yourself and your family in Nova Scotia and to pay your immigration costs and travel expenses. Have legal status in your current country of residence. Meet eligibility criteria in place at the time you are issued a letter of interest, and have a valid Express Entry number and meet all IRCC criteria for the Express Entry pool. I've dropped a link to the application guide where you will find a document checklist of all the documents you need. So friends, that is about moving to Canada without a job offer. This is one of the easiest ways to move to Canada, as it doesn't require a job offer, and I expect you to act on it immediately. That is, if you haven't heard about this until now. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family, and also subscribe to my channel for more informative videos that can help you travel abroad. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video.